278 babies are born every single minute, and each of these infants is going to need some sort of nutrition. Breast milk is naturally rich in nutrients, though it's also a breeding ground for bacteria. Now, with the rise of breast milk storage and pumping, there comes the issue of spoilage. Now, you may not know that breast milk is only viable for 4 hours at room temperature, 4 days in the refrigerator, and 6 to 12 months in the freezer. Now, these cutoffs may not seem very intuitive, especially if you're a new parent. Feeding your child spoiled breast milk can cause stomach cramps, diarrhea, vomiting, and infection, all of which may seem mild to an adult human, but for a young infant can be much more grave. Now, what VOCalyze aims to target is bacterial fermentation, which is responsible for spoilage. And by doing that, we're going to measure volatile organic compounds, which are the same compounds responsible for smell that come off of a solid as gas. And to do that, we'll be using sensor technology, volatile organic compound sensors, in order to measure and give the users a quantitative result that's reliable and user-friendly. Okay, let's talk about the prototype. So here you can see we have healthy cow milk, which is meant to simulate how breast milk in a baby bottle would be input. And here you see we're putting it in the bottle warmer, and our device just sits on top. So none of the milk actually comes into contact with our device. It's just the compounds. So now you can see it switched over on the LCD screen to sensing, and it says 3 minutes left, notifying the user how long is left in the test. And on the bottom here, you can see our output graph, which is demoing the live results of each of the sensors. And here you can see it's being output in millivolts over time. And as it's being warmed up, you can see the response sort of change a little bit. And with this data, the device will refer to the thresholding algorithm in order to make a decision about whether the milk is healthy or spoiled. And on the screen, you can see it output healthy. All right, so now we're going to move on to the spoiled cow milk. We're going to repeat the same procedure as before, taking the lid off, putting the milk in the bottle heater, exposing it to our sensing chamber. And the only difference this time is that the milk has been sitting out for a couple days, so we would expect that it would be spoiled, but again, we're going to test it. And here we have a 5-volt power supply powering both our Arduino and our sensors. And again, we have our graph live outputting, collecting data every single second, and outputting the millivolt data. And you can see the graph start to increase a little bit as the milk is heating up, as heat generally increases volatility. And so it's good to see that our sensors are able to pick that up. And now our device is going to output the sample as spoiled. Thank you for watching.